This is Meg's high five pose. Anytime she wants a high five, she gets into this pose.
Anyone?
What do we got?
Let's see.
A box inside a box.
Cut away from the body, says Lauren.
Good job. So mature. Struggle is real. I would help you, but I'm holding the camera.
Alright. Mo, can you help me? I'm on a struggle bus. Teamwork. Alright, thank you.
Sarah, you were the most helpful. The tent.
I know, but it's like
This is great. Wash your hands.
wow. This is huge. This is a big tent. Way bigger than I thought it would be.
That's what she said.
Great reveal.
Oh.
Woo!
Maureen, we were talking about your high fives yesterday. We were talking about your high fives. No, we were saying that I think we figured out a way to help you.
It's fast and loose.
Yeah, you're gonna get fast.
It is fast and loose. I'm too tense. I get very tense about it. Let's try it.
Alright, let's go, let's go.
Also, my accuracy.
Look at the elbow.
Oh, that's good.
Good high
Number
five.
5, you got a good
Here's
one.
the thing. Like, there are certain people I have excellent high fives with.
She's blaming you. She's blaming you.
I'm not blaming you.
Me?
I think it's a high.
Really?
Oh, we're gonna do this now?
I have to walk like this.
Don't wanna say goodbye, 'cause I don't think that I have it in my soul to keep letting go. You hold me real tight, kiss me hard another time, be my fire for tonight, and then I'll let you burn my
Eric Janiak, Westie.
dangerous love, a taste of poison paradise.
Janie Leichter. Kelly Del Vecchio from Somerville. And the Tri-Jury team. And how about Paige Kim? Somerville. Donna Lyons, Somerville. And Ingrid Shrewsbury. Matt Main and represent what is now happening.
Get it.
I went across this line and I was like, leaving.
All right, just arrived at the Cape. Got our Mary Lou's. Shout out to Lindsay and Chrissy.
Yeah.
It was super humid out today. It was
so
tough
warm.
just even watching. Rest those legs, Jeff. Rest those legs.
I got practice later, man.
But our triathletes got through it.
Yeah, they did an amazing job. It was awesome. It was so fun to watch. It was my first time personally being complete spectator. So
Yeah, when did you start this?
So I think the first one was 5 years ago. We did, so I had been doing triathlons since I was 18. I did my 1st one in college, and I remember the best part about the first one that I did was that my college friends formed 2 teams of 3, including my brother and a bunch of our friends. They did 2 teams of 3 to be at the same triathlon as me, and they were just basically helping me get through it by being there for me. And ever since then, I felt like triathlon, even though it's an individual sport, is much better when you have teammates around you. After that, I did a bunch of them with my aunt and her friends, and so I always had people around me when I was doing them. And when we opened Achieve, I thought it would be a great idea to, since I was still into it, I was still doing them, to just bring a team of achievers out together and have them all do a triathlon together. And so that was 5 years ago. The first one we did was in Hyannis on the Cape, so it was actually right around here. And I think we had maybe like 15 people do the first one.
Yeah, I think we thought it was going to be kind of like this cool physical challenge for people to do outside the gym. You know, take what they learned from the gym and apply it outside. And I think what we found was that there's so many like tight bonds formed because of that, because it was such an experience outside of people's comfort zones, and it was such a cool experience after the race to see, like, you know, how many bonds had formed after that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We realized that it was much more than just this physical accomplishment. And it was a really cool physical accomplishment, and a lot of people, it was their first time, and it's really exciting. But also, they formed friendships, relationships, and they all were out there supporting each other and, you know, being a team. And it was really, really cool to see.
Yeah.
And that's really carried on throughout the last 5 years. So we've done a bunch of them since then. After that one, we switched to the Cranberry Tri-Fest, which is run by Sun Multisports, and Mark Walter is the guy who puts it all on, and he's just been absolutely incredible to us. He gives us our own area in the transition so that all of our bikes are together and we get to see each other along the course. We wear the same shirts so that all the achievers are cheering for each other as they go through the course. And yeah, we've done that for the last couple of years. And there was one year where Sarah had first joined the team of Achieve coaches, and she did the whole tri, but was just a part of the triathlon team. The second year, she co-led the team with me, and then this year she completely took it on herself. 100% of it was done by her. She was there for all of the swims with the team. She was there through their training to answer any of their questions, and she like completely took it over. And it was really, really exciting for us to watch that and to be a part of her journey as athlete to coach, and really taking a huge responsibility in making sure that all of her athletes were crossing the finish line. So
yeah, for us to just be there and just sort of kind of take a step back and see this whole thing take place without us having to step in at all was really an amazing job done by Sarah. So well done.
Yeah.
And for you to hand it off, it was like a pretty big thing to hand it off. And
Yeah, it was actually really hard. Last year I was like, Sarah was giving the speech, and I was like, man, this used to be my job. Like, it was hard. It was hard to give it up, but at the same time, as a business owner, you always have to know that if you're not willing to let go of certain things, you'll never be able to grow. And you have to let go of some things that you really enjoy and that you really love, because you get to then put your energy into creating new things, creating more systems, creating more opportunities for your coaches. And to see Sarah thriving at what she's doing here really makes it all worth it. I'm like, she is doing a better job than I could right now, and that really matters a lot, and that makes me feel better about having handed it off.
Yeah.
So having said that, we have always had the triathlon team as kind of our main group outside of the Achieve system, and so now we're actually coming up with even more groups. So Ted is going to be running a Spartan group, Sarah's going to be running an advanced kettlebell group, and we're just trying to come up with more ways to have our members bond with each other, have them support each other, and have them compete alongside each other. And so I think those two things are going to be really powerful, and we're going to keep looking for other opportunities to get people to put themselves a little bit outside their comfort zone, train for something exciting, and then also have that support system behind them.
And yeah, so that's about it for today's episode. I think we're going to do a little bit more work before our friends Heather and Paul get here. Just one more shout out to the triathlete group for just doing an incredible job.
Good job, guys.